Hello and welcome to Night Treks. The night's dark, so it's time for a tale, and I am Tom, your ghost host. And this will be our strange journey into one story that is dark, strange, and true. Well, maybe not. We'll leave that for you to decide. Tonight's tale: The Tyranny of Despair. What you are about to hear is the last entry in a tattered and worn, discarded old journal that was found in the wilderness of the Bitterroot Mountains, just inside the Montana border with Idaho. A desolate and foreboding landscape. The campfire is dwindling, and I throw my last piece of wood on the fire. The wolves are circling my camp and staying in the darkness where I cannot see them clearly. I hear their every move. I've thrown what few rocks I had into the darkness in an attempt to scare them away. It worked at first, but they've become immune to my attempts at pushing them back. I've screamed myself hoarse, but again, they are not persuaded. No matter what I've tried, they've stayed. And now I have nothing left with which to defend myself. So it's only a matter of time. It's the darkest part of the night, and I have nowhere to hide, no way left to ward them off. And the day is further away than any life that may be left in my fire. So I wait for the inevitable. The darkness begins to slowly close in around me, and I wait. Yet false hopes begin to arise as I start to imagine a hunter or a forest ranger arriving in time to save me from my demise. But I know it's not going to happen. No one knows I'm here, or at least no one remembers. My family and friends know where I'm at, but they also know that I'm capable and experienced. They know that I take pains not to end up in this type of predicament. But what they don't know is that I make a good show of what I can do. Not that I boast about my abilities, I just don't complain to them about my shortcomings. Therefore, they don't know the whole story, and they don't know that I am now about to come to the end of my rope. I don't know what else I can do to survive the night. I've used all the resources I've had at my disposal, but to no avail. Nothing has worked, and I'm about to cash it in. I see a wolf nose itself closer to the darkness, and I move cautiously back toward the fire. I know he's testing the water, so to speak, not sure if he can make his move yet. It won't be much longer, and I don't even have a length of wood to use as a weapon. Any wood I had is now in the fire. And with the wolves circling, I can't even go find more. I think back over everything I've done up to this point, wondering where I made a misstep or mistake to end up in this situation. Even before I began this trip, I tried to make sure I had everything I needed for the journey. I was confident I had it all in my pack. But there are things missing that I wish I had right now. I even picked up a few things along the way that I thought I would need and scoured around the campsite for others once I got here. But now that it's come to this, it wasn't enough. A disturbing and sinister depression begins to settle over me. I've worked at keeping that away just as strenuously as I've been working to keep away the wolves, but it is creeping into my soul. It is just as black as the night, and I have no fire left within me to even keep it at bay. A consuming gloom that is so overwhelming that it makes it hard to catch my breath, making me want to sit down and accept my fate. Why not just give up and let the wolves take me? Why not allow the darkness to overtake me? Why not? Once you've done everything you can do and there's literally nothing else to try, why not just let it have its victory? Why not let this depression have its way and consume me. I hear movement behind me, and I jerk myself out of my languid moment. I turn to see another wolf checking the boundaries of my camp. Our eyes lock for a moment, and I understand that in those eyes there is no compassion or mercy, nor is there anger, hatred, or animosity towards me. No savage or brutal intent. There is only his basic need for survival. No, he does not hate me, or, for that matter, have compassion for me. He only sees me as a means to an end. I will end up just being a meal that will satisfy his hunger for a few days before he has to hunt again. I see only that primal urge to survive and nothing more. The wolf slowly backs away into the darkness, leaving me more shaken and apprehensive than before. I do not know how much longer I can hold on. Mentally, emotionally, and physically, I am spent. I have used up all of my reserves, all of my resistance, and all of my resourcefulness. I have nothing left. I hear the campfire crackle, and I do my best to stir it a little by nudging the remaining wood with the toe of my shoe, and I see the flames rise a little higher than they had been, but it isn't much. It's all I've got for now, though. My faith in this fire is obviously much bigger than the fire itself. I don't think it's going to hold on till daybreak, and when it dies, all hope dies with it. Whether I like it or not, that's what I'm waiting for. Death. Deliverance does not seem to be an option at this point, and any hope of a savior arriving in time is slowly fading with this fire. That despair is ruling my very thoughts and emotions. It is draining the very life from my soul, and I am powerless to stop it. I sit by my fading fire, fading along with it. There is nothing else to do at this point but listen to the wolves stalking me in the darkness and wither away to nothing. I turn my head expecting the final attack that I know is coming and hear a new sound in the darkness. But whether it is a new hope or the wolves deciding that the time is right does not matter. I sit. I wait. For I have done all that I can do. So, did this really happen? And if so, did they survive? Or were they just another meal for a hungry pack of wolves? You decide. Well, now the tale is done. Thank you for joining us on Strange Journeys Night Treks. Until the next dark night, goodbye. Night Treks.